everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I hope you had an incredible Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, a fantastic holiday. I know we certainly did. We had a really wonderful time. So it's that kind of in-betweeny bit, isn't it, now, where we wait for New Year and we talk about that W word that nobody wants to go back to. Nobody wants to go back to the W word, so I'll try not to address that too much in the film. Excuse the bruise on my hand. I got my arm trapped while I was moving stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I want to share with you some of the bits. Well, they're all gifts actually, because the bits that I purchased myself, I was so kindly sent the money on PayPal to do so. So if somebody sends me money on PayPal, I always put it back into colouring supplies for the channel. So what you're seeing in front of you is a Christmas card that Kevin made for me. He made this himself. So he was able to go on and digitally take these images and put it all together to make this incredible Alice scene. Isn't that lovely? So it's a beautiful handmade card that he's done for me and signed it. And he's even said where it's come from. Composition using the original copyright-free Alice in Wonderland book in illustrations. And he's created by Kevin. So what he did was give me a black and white, pure black and white copy here on the gorgeous cardstock that he'd sent me before. So I can keep a black and white copy. Or coloured pencils or whatever on it. But this, he sent me this cream version on heavyweight, like waterstock paper. Waterstock. Let's start again. On waterpaper cardstock, so that I can. I'm really itching to have a go with Inktense on it, or watercolour pencils. So yeah, but that was all made by hand and sent to me. Isn't that lovely? Really beautiful thing to do. Kevin, thank you so much. It must have taken such a long time to put together. So I'm really itching to colour one. This paper's beautiful, by the way. It's got like it's got the texture to it, but it's like a, I don't know if my lighting will pick it up, but a sort of cream, very vintage style paper. It's lovely. So I've kept those well out of the way of small little fella hands. They've been tucked away in my office, ready to go. And then so my lovely friend Caroline, or the Arty Crafty Tart as she's known, sent me a brand new fine tip Derwent water brush, because I use mine a lot and they fray quite a lot. They're I don't know if that's my, yeah, look at the state of it. They get abused in this house, so they fray, and then you can't do that fine delicate work with them. But they are so good. They the barrel on them, as you can see on this one, you just undo that, if I can. Oh, my hands are playing up, so that bruise. You can undo it there, but you can also, I don't know how, unscrew it here, and that's how you fill it up. But the control that you have over them is incredible. It's just that because I abuse them so much, they fray so badly. And probably because we're using them on paper that's not meant for watercolour. So Caroline, thank you so much, my darling. You'll see why in a minute this is so precious to me. So that was from my lovely friend Caroline, the Arty Crafty Tart. And I put one of those back on my wish list because, bear with me folks, I had such incredible good luck. I'm not kidding you. Now, you know how much I love Lizzie Mary Cullen, and I wanted her other books. Well, I went on eBay and I found, I don't know how you say it, it's the French version of Lizzie Mary Cullen's book. Paper's slightly different, more texture to it, but I found this for £5 it is has got one thing coloured in it, which is just there, but I'm thinking it looks like it might be pencil, so, and it is, look. So I can erase that and get rid of it. But other than that, this book is immaculate and it's untouched. £5. So sorry, this is the Spanish one, I'm being thick. Spanish flag. The pictures in it are just, oh, I've been itching to get my hands on these. No, it wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted Tally Ho, but I was so happy to get a copy of these because they're out of print. So hence why I needed a new tiny brush, and that would be to do my Inktense work. If I'm going to use Inktense, I might use watercolour pencils, whatever. So I managed to get a copy of that, and then Bon Voyage, the French one, popped up. This was a little bit more money. I had to pay £30, I think, for this one. But, and the paper again is very good quality paper. But there was no way I was going to miss up on the opportunity of getting it. So this was my sneaky Christmas present to myself. Nobody knows. My finger slipped and it managed to fall in my basket. And it paid for itself and arrived. I don't know how it happened, folks. But I'm hoping that you'll see lots of finished pages in here. I won't do any colour with me's in them because they're out of print and you just cannot get them. I have waited 3 years, I think, to get my hands on one of these. And it just, they came up one after the other and I was like, I'm having it. But they're so beautiful. A lot simpler than Magical Journey, Magical Christmas, Magical City. But then I said in my last video how desperate I was to get my hands on these, and a lovely friend of mine sent me a message on Instagram saying, hey Lucy, they're on these websites. Well, it wasn't available on their websites, but it got me searching again, so I just happened to Google it and eBay came up with Tally Ho. But it wasn't on its own. It came with, as a lot, it came with Mystical Lands Christmas, which is brand new, I do believe. I think this is only, oh no, it was 2019, but it is still on Amazon. And they wanted starting bid of £5. Well, I didn't know anything about this, but of course it was Tally Ho, the English book by Lizzie Mary Cullen that I wanted. So it was £5, make your bid, or place a best offer. So I put a best offer of £10 in. I thought, I'm not losing it. And they accepted straight away and put it in the post. It was, I don't know, it was just fate, I would say, that all 3 books came up. And so I have them all now, and I cannot wait. Colouring with Alina has got video after video after video of these books. And I've been binge watching Colouring with Alina. She's so incredible. And I don't know how I'm going to do them. Obviously, I'm never going to get another copy, so it would terrify me to spoil it, but I'm just... So to all of you that sent me some money, and that is including Ebb and Flow. Ebb and Flow, I tried to send you a response to thank you for the money you sent me for Christmas, and it wouldn't let me. It said that I was unable to contact you for some reason, which was very odd, but bless your heart, thank you so, so much for sending money to support the channel for Christmas. So yeah, if I hadn't have had that support, I wouldn't have been able to get them, but oh my goodness, I am so grateful that I do. So that is Tally Ho. It's such a beautiful book, all about English, weird, what do you call it? Not egocentric, I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of. But it's got phrases and things in, like, if I can read it. It's really hard to read these until you've like coloured them. But you can probably see that better than me in the screen. Yeah, but it's got phrases and things we say in it, so but yeah, I'm so thrilled to have it. And then, so it came with A Mystical Lands Christmas, which wasn't a book I was looking for, but it certainly looks really lovely. Colouring Adventures in the Secret Realm, A Mystical Lands Christmas. And as you can see, they are pristine. So a very, very good, honest seller on eBay for once. It is Amazon print paper. But the images are so darn cute. Karen E. Myers is the illustrator, and then you've got all these beautiful little whimsical drawings. This one's called Advent Hall, and look at the borders. It's just really nice to have that sort of edging, single-sided, so you can get your alcohol markers out. It's very nice little town vibes, but probably not as intricate. I love this one. Isn't that gorgeous? The mountains in the background, the river flowing under the little bridge, and of course the fairy tree. This is called Fairy River Crossing. Isn't that beautiful? Incredible images. Yes, so this is available on Amazon. I looked when I was bidding on it. I thought, well, I wonder what the book's all about. I'll go and see. So, but really, really cute images. I know you're probably all sick of Christmas images. I've coloured lots in between looking after the little fella and other family members, you know. And today and yesterday really was the first day that me and the husbands had to just sort of relax and just sit and be. So, yeah, it's very beautiful, isn't it? I won't do the whole thing. Obviously, I don't know if they're repeated images. What does it say on the back? Let's have a look, Loopsy Loo. Explore the secret realms during the most wonderful time of the year. Within these pages you will discover festooned hidden houses and delightfully decorated dwellings as holiday preparations are being made throughout the mystical lands. Snowmen, Christmas trees, sleighs, gingerbread men, snowflakes, holly and ivy are all waiting to be coloured and magically brought to life. It doesn't say... Oh, 24 intricate hand-drawn designs. So, yeah, so you do get them twice. They are repeated. But they are not AI. They are very, very cute images. So there's still time for me to cram one of those yet. If not, I've got next Christmas. So that was that one. And then my beautiful, beautiful friend Bonnie sent me the Lenka Filinenko new book. This is her brand new release, From the Heart. This is semi-grayscale. You get 21 illustrations. They are on Amazon paper, but they've all been hand-drawn, and she does have incredibly beautiful images. So this book belongs to Paige. Even that's cute. So these are what they call semi-grayscale, although it's still quite grayscale, but I do like it. And put your markers on it, alcohol markers as your base on it, because they're single-sided. They just look incredible. They are very, very beautiful. Very beautiful images. Look at that little fairy. Can you see her? So my book collection keeps growing and growing, and there's certain artists that you just don't want to miss out on. And as you've seen, 3 years to get my hands on Lizzie Mary Cullen's books. They go out of print, and then somebody will show one in a video. Usually, I have to say, Alina, when she does her yearly book reviews, and I'm like, oh, I have to have that, and you can't get it, and you just can't get it. And so, which is why I don't know. I have this thing about not being able to get them, as particularly if it's an artist you collect. So. I would suspect that maybe these Amazon print ones are probably ones that are likely to go out of print. I don't know, I'm just guessing. But that's lovely, isn't it? Likely to go out of print more than other ones. So, oh, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I really like that. Oh my goodness. Oh. And that. Oh, you know what I'm like when it comes to fairies and little animals. Aren't they beautiful? Look at this one. Oh, the fairies playing in amongst the ferns, look. Oh, that's so cute. That might be a tad difficult if you want to use markers because they're very tiny. But perfect for pencils and things. Oh, Halloweeny one. Little witch. Very beautiful witch, I hasten to add. Look at that hair. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. She never, ever forgets me, Bonnie. Ever. She always, always remembers my birthday and special events and things. She's so lovely to me. Oh, messages me lots. We do keep in touch. She's very classy, isn't she? I like her. And then poppies and I wish. Oh gosh, I could fill that in about 20 million times over. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at her. I love her curls. There we go. We're going to have to speed up a bit. We're going to be about 14 hours. Oh, unicorn. Look at that hair. Oh, it's beautiful. So that's Lenka Filanenko's, I hope I'm saying that correctly, From the Heart, brand new adult colouring book. She also brought me Christine Vogel's Christmas book. I haven't translated it. I haven't used my translator on it. There is a lot to translate on it. But this is the most adorable book. Now, I was watching Anne, A Colourful Life, I think it is, isn't it? That's her channel? I hope so. And she'd got, excuse me while I open my Coke, she'd got Small Victories and she'd brought 2 copies. Excuse me. Very thirsty. Yeah, and she'd brought 2 copies, and what she was doing was taping one in so that she could use alcohol markers. Now, so my lovely friend Bonnie brought this. Oh, these, oh, sorry. Yeah, so my lovely friend Bonnie brought this, but also my beautiful friend Trudy got me a copy. So, when you see these pages, you've probably seen a flip through, but if not, you're just going to die from the cuteness. It is overload. Look at them. Oh my goodness. Let's come in. Actually, they are pretty much single-sided, aren't they? But it's got a story, that side. So I don't really want to lose that. And a beautiful, cute picture. So if you did want to do alcohol markers, or I did, I could colour this image and stick the story in, you know. I thought it was a very clever idea. Very simple, but very clever. So she literally glued it this side, and then she'd run a bit of tape down there as well. And it was just really clever. I thought, well, what a simple idea to counterbalance not being able to use your alcohol markers. But this book, oh, I mean, all her books, Christine Vogel's, are just her little creatures. They're very Enid Blyton kind of illustrations, is how I think of them. When I think of my dad reading The Magic Faraway Tree and The Wishing Chair to me when I was a little girl, these are the illustrations that bring back those memories. It's just beyond beautiful. And I have been lucky enough, I was brought her other book, but I'm frightened of touching them. I'm frightened I'm going to wreck them. But I have made a New Year's resolution that I have started already. And I've mixed up colouring supplies. I'm going to stop being so, excuse the word, it's not a nice word, but anal about things where I can only use one set of pencils. I'll still do that if I'm colouring with you guys, you know, doing a colour with me. But I'm going to mix things up completely. And instead of thinking, oh, I've started with Artex, I can't use Coloursoft, I'm absolutely going to. And I've started it and it's made a huge difference. I can't wait to show you my last 2 pages that I've done doing that, and it's made such a difference. But so I'm going to attack this book, and because I've got a spare from my lovely friend Trudy, who I can't believe sent me anything with what she was going through. Honestly, poor love. I can relax and colour it, and if I fluff it up, I've got my second copy. But yeah, so oh gosh, isn't it beautiful? Let me skip ahead. What I need to do is translate the story because I bet it's fantastic. The other ones usually just have a little bit of writing about the image, but this seems to have a whole story, so that will take some translating. So what I will do is every time I colour a page, just translate the page that I've coloured. Isn't it incredible? And the paper is lovely too. It's not Amazon. Who's it printed by? Penguin Random House. It's printed by. And it's gorgeous paper. Oh, I just love it. Bonnie, thank you so much, my darling. You're so lovely to me. And to our people on here. Because we can crack this out. But I mean, I think there's pages that we can get away with that aren't so Christmassy. You know, like we can do this one. There's pages in there that aren't so Christmassy. They're just wintry, which is lovely. But I do intend... Look at that. Oh, that's so lovely. I do intend to bust these books out and get going. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's my little ticket there from Bonnie. And one from Trudy. And then Trudy also sent me 50 festive miniatures by Camila J Clover. And these are absolutely perfect if you're just not feeling a whole full serious page. There's a New Year ones there we could do. And you just want something simple. Usually I would always go in with alcohol marker on these images and then pencil over the top, just for some complete relaxation of colouring. Isn't that lovely? It's a beautiful little book. I love this one. Absolutely love that. That little face. So cute. Yes, I really like that one. So I'll be able to do stuff in them now I've shown you. I always feel a bit guilty about if somebody sent me something and I'm colouring it first and not showing it. I always feel guilty. That was cute too, isn't it? The little gingerbread man. So that was 50 festive themed miniatures by Camila J Clover. And then Trudy, being my lovely Trudy, knew that I was in love with Disney. And she sent me Disney Princesses, The Grand Block by Hatchet Heroes. And it certainly is beautiful. So well, I've just lifted up one page. It's beautiful paper. It's one-sided, single-sided, so I can use paint, I can use markers, I can use whatever I like. Not too much of the silly Zentangle-y things that some of the Disney books have. Look at that one, isn't that beautiful? Cinderella and all her little helpers around her. There we go again. Look at that. Beauty and the Beast. Isn't it gorgeous? And Ariel. Princess and the Frog. Jasmine. It's a really, really nice one if you want just Disney. Just none of the, you know, it's got pages like this, but I mean, that's okay. But you want the more just Disney pictures. You don't want all the, this Zentangles that are in a lot of their pages. Look at that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Even the background's lovely. It's a really precious, beautiful one Disney have done. So, and I'm loving these Disney books. yeah, much, much better. Much more Disney colouring. Look at that. So thank you, Trudy. We have said our thank yous. We chatter all the time, Trudy and me. Okay, so that's it, I think, for gifts from other people. Apart from, well, the books that I've purchased now are with the help of funds that I've had over a period of time from wonderful people that have sent me money on PayPal to support the channel. You'll have seen this. This is Culliar's newest book. And this is called Colouring Adventures. And these books, if you want to know how your pencils are meant to feel or how Inktense are meant to work, this paper, or your markers, is what you want to test it on. This company has the most incredible, it's not even paper, it's cardstock. But so there's mandalas in here. I don't normally do mandalas, but I can tell you the experience of colouring on this paper in these books, I would do a mandala quite happily, because it's just such a pleasure to use your supplies in these books. So we go from really simple sort of line art, like you see here, to much more, well, I'll show you now, here it comes, like a grayscaled one. And this is what sold it. This lady, isn't she stunning? I've never seen Culliar do one of these. And I got it just before Christmas, I think, for, I think it was £10. But, oh, they're so worth it. So I will actually even enjoy doing that. And I would just either alcohol markers, because the paper's smooth, or my Inktense. And it's just good practice to keep up those skills. I haven't used Inktense since we did our Kirby Roseanne's last picture in his new book, and I lose those skills really quickly if I don't use them, so it'd be really good if even just to practice. But the pictures in here are adorable. I love how they've done these grayscales. I mean, look at her. So she's got, looks like she's holding some kind of staff there, doesn't it? Am I right? Looks like it, but isn't she gorgeous? Look at those roses. Yeah, perfect. More mandalas. A lovely Christmas one, which I'll be able to crack out next year. And I love this. Look at this. Oh my goodness, isn't she beautiful? Not to mention her companion. Absolutely stunning. That's why I got this book. Even if it was just for those 3 pictures, I was just sold. And of course these, but the grayscale ones really stood out. And this one, 4 pictures then. I saw somebody flip through. I'm really sorry, I don't remember who it was. I've watched so many colouring videos. And as soon as I saw these images, I was like, oh my goodness. And then I went on to Amazon to have a look, and it was reduced to £10 something. I thought, I have to, yeah, that's going in the collection. I'd love us to do a page in here together on camera, a colour with me. I'd love it. If any of you are interested in any of the books that I'm showing, please do shout out and let me know in the comments. It makes it really helpful. I always worry that I'm going to pick a book that nobody wants to see, and you spend hours planning on it and colouring it, and then you're really disappointed because nobody watches. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'd just, if you could shout out and let me know any of these books or any others which you'd like to see, I will certainly try and get that to you. But look at this page. On those little, oh, they're just, I love these books. Here we go, here's another one. And we can practice, I can practice a different skin tone, because all I ever do is pale skin, boring, you know. And just push yourself. I'm determined to push myself a little bit this year. And it seems to be working so far, folks. Look at this one. So we do have landscape as well as portrait. I like that one. Very cute. Lovely summery vibe. And then look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at her. She's very Christmassy though, isn't she? With her snowflakes. You could have got away with that if we hadn't got the snowflakes, but we do. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Another mandala. The bugs on the beach. Washing, blowing on the line. It's just adorable. And look at her. Oh, I love them. I love it. I don't know whether it's the simplicity about them, the clean cut lines, I'm not sure. I just really love it. Little piggly. I love pigs in colouring books. I mean, look, her hair. They're just incredible. They're very crisp and clean. I don't know. I don't know what it is about them, but they were like, when I watched a flip through, I was like, oh my goodness, it's so good. Let me keep going quicker. Another little house. Sort of very nice little town again, but on fabulous, fabulous paper. It's like buying something from Etsy, these books. Just gorgeous. Yeah, really, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm trying to hold it. It gets very difficult when you try to hold the whole book open. It's very heavy, as you can imagine with this cardstock. We'll have a look in a minute and see if it tells us. Look at her, little Hawaiian beauty. Isn't she lovely? Well, that'd be beautiful in a sort of pinks and oranges and yellows. Lovely. Let's have a look at the back and see. I'm sure it usually tells you what paper it's on. Somewhere. Nope, not there. I know it does on... we're a small French creative company. No. It probably does somewhere, but I mean, it's got to be 180 or above at least colouring cardstock. Okay, so there's that one, which I'm so excited about. And then I got, of course I did, Fairy and Fantasy 5 by the beautiful Christine Karen. Back to my roots, Christine Karen. I did a lot of Christine Karen when I first started the channel, on the channel. And I've got that beautiful Blue Angel book of Christine Karen that I've still yet to colour in. But I will. And that I'm going to do watercolours in as a base. But when I saw the images in this, I thought, that's another. If you haven't seen it, this is the grayscale version. I always go for the grayscale version. I like them much better, and it's very helpful in your colouring. Isn't that beautiful? Is that the front cover? Look at that. Look at that. And her girls are just so beautiful. Look, these big-eyed girls that are very innocent. I love the fact that they're named. This one's called Dewdrop. And this little fairy's sitting waiting for the dewdrop to fall into her hand. Elfling Shelter. They're just stunning. Absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to do them. Sometimes, if I feel like doing something a bit different, I'll photocopy it onto better paper so that I can do that. This is, Christine Karen's is the nicer stuff of the Amazon print paper, the smoother one. Fairy Portal. Fawn Jingle. Isn't it just incredible? One of our most talented artists. Doesn't get half the credit she should do on YouTube. She should be everywhere, people. Should be everywhere. Look at this one. Isn't that gorgeous? Flowerling. So lovely. Oh, they all are. Look. And I hadn't peeked at these. I was waiting to do it on camera, so... Little fairy boy. Oh. Oh, it's so lovely. We've got a little mermaid. Mother's Love. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, very beautiful. We've got a St. Patrick's Day one, Ms. Leprechaun. The pea elfling. Oh, she's sweet peas. Oh, they'll be beautiful to colour, won't they? Oh, Raccoon Rascals. Just, yeah. I bet Christine's version of this is absolutely stunning. They all are. Sometimes if you look them up, you'll find Christine's version of them. And you could try and copy it, but they're very hard. Snowy Trail. That's beautiful, isn't it? Just never enough time for Christmas pages, is there? But looking forward, we've got all these beautiful spring and summer type pages that we've got in these books. Oh, that one's nice. That one's called Summer Breeze. Yeah, very beautiful. Thistle Landing. Are they just... oh, look. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, that's so beautiful. Winter Warmth, that's cool. That is so lovely. Oh. Okay, Lucy, move on. Oh, it was the last page. What's Inner Child? I knew Benny Blue, which is here, but what's Inner Child? Oh, I'm going to have to go and look that up now. Is that something I've missed, or is that a children's story? Oh, they're oracle cards. They're, she does, they'll be like tarot cards. I thought I'd missed a colouring book. That Inner Child is a journal, actually, having said that. So that'd be interesting to see. Absolutely stunning. And then last, but by no means least, I got Circle of Nature by Karolina Kubakowska. Now, if you followed my channel for any length of time, you know how I feel about this lady and her colouring. This is an extremely special book. It's hardback. I'll show you on the back. I'm going to hold it up now, so if you're interested in this book, that's where you go to. And you will be able to find the details to order it. That's what I did. So this Circle of Nature is Karolina's 6th book, and has 35 images, okay? But for the first time it says, ever, I'll have to come back out slightly. Karolina has included some, this is a little ticket, little card that she's put in signed. They didn't arrive in time for Carol, she normally signs them, but they didn't come from the publisher in time for her to sign all the books to get them sent out. So I was saying, so for the first time, Karolina has added some coloured art to it that you can use for inspiration. I'm really looking forward to colouring this picture frame. But I just want to put some colour in. That's so beautiful. So this tells you a little bit about the book. This book belongs to page. The paper is incredible in Karolina's books. A little bit more. And then these are some of the images you can expect to see in the book that she's given you an example of how she's coloured them. And they're just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So you can see I was excited to, let's keep the lady's dignity while we're on YouTube. But yeah, that, copy that if you wanted to, or do it in your own colours. Be quite interesting to have Karolina's version here and your version there. But the paper is, oh my gosh, it's just incredible. Again, if you want to test out what papers are like, this is the paper to use it on. So they are single-sided. Yes, they are all single-sided. This is really unusual for a hardback book. So you can use whatever you like and not worry about bleed through. Particularly, go mad with your Inktense. And what I think I would do, because it's such a precious book, I think I would probably then, a wonderful viewer, subscriber, gave me the idea, and that's if I had bleed through, to put some cardstock on the back and stick it on, like I was just saying about the Joanna Basford book that YouTube channel I told you about did. Just there was another one before this, but I didn't have the funds to get it. Obviously, you know, I've gone part-time, and you have to choose what now I'm going to have to rein it in, folks. I have to rein it in. But there was another one before this which I didn't get, but never say never. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I can't wait. And the fact that it's single-sided, so I don't have to worry about wrecking the back. I think I am going to use Inktense and watercolours in here. Watercolour pencils I'm going to try with, I think. We'll see. Because Kevin sent me a set of watercolour pencils. I've got the Derwent watercolours plus the Derwent Inktense. And I think it would just be really nice. We could have that. I can then have that contrast of the gorgeous Inktense colours and then the softer blends of soft colours in the background. But yeah, I haven't even flipped through this properly yet. I knew that I would love it. It's just, yeah, I love this page. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I think she just develops, her art develops and gets better. Love that one. Look at that. Gorgeous. There's lots you could do there. Really beautiful. Is that one of the coloured images at the front? Yes, it's that one, look. Look how beautiful that looks when it's coloured. Isn't that gorgeous? So, I love her owls. You can use ink as well. I've seen Zucchini Kitty do some incredible work with ink. You know, distress ink is what I'm thinking of. That's cool, isn't it? So you could colour the cat in and then take out the lines so that the jellyfish bit looks see-through. So cool. What do you think, people? Is there any that you want me to have a go in? I want to go in all of them. It's so pretty. Oh, look. I want to say, is that an anteater? I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I had a little bit of trouble with somebody that thought it was okay to tell me what to say and how to say it and blah blah blah. So they've now gone, they're not allowed on the channel anymore, but people just are quite rude. So worries me about speaking now. That's nice, love that one too. Yeah, just, well, and they're very quick to do because of her beautiful line work. They're very quick images to do. You don't have to spend long on them. So I was very blessed for somebody that thought they weren't going to get any Christmas presents, which is why I'd saved up the PayPal money that people had sent me. I was very blessed with beautiful gifts. And the luck of finding those Lizzie Mary Cullen books, can you believe it? I love this one. Now I was thinking, obviously we've got Inktense, but also the Graphitints would be really good on these buildings, wouldn't they? Graphitint pencils. And the Staedtler ones, I can't think what they're called. Are they Staedtler? But yeah, they would be really good to do some of the buildings on here and mix things up a bit. Test your media page. And then you've got obviously the details at the back. And then there's the back of your incredibly beautiful book with a gold spine. Just beautiful. Circle of Nature. So yeah, folks, so that is all my incredible Christmas presents, and I thank each and every one of you that sent me something, made it possible for me to bring these things to the channel, and I thank every single one of you for, all you have to do is watch the video and like the video for it to help. It really, really does. So thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to 2024. I'm really going to push myself, and I've already started doing it, and like I say, it's working. So I'm really going to push myself in terms of mixing things up and sort of pushing my colour into the next level. So fingers crossed, folks, fingers crossed. So I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing with me the gifts that I've been so lucky to receive. So until we meet again in the very near future, take really good care of yourselves. Behave yourselves if you're off work. No, don't have too much alcohol, too much adult pop. And I will see you soon. All right, my lovely friends. Night, night.